Hello.
Hey guys.
I am here with Nolan here at Corvus Coffee in Denver, Colorado, and he's going to give us a tour of their roasteries.
How's it going, everybody? I'm glad you can come along with us.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. This is where the magic happens.
Ooh.
This is our online fulfillment area. Clearly there's some orders to get out the door still, but just kind of operate as a one-person station. This is our cold brew production area, which is not being used today. We're doing 70-pound batches on the brew bomb, which brews it in about 4 hours, and we get 20-ish kegs that we distribute locally.
Everything goes in kegs. You're not doing any canning?
We're not doing any canning.
Cool. Nice.
Just kegs.
That's a lot of that's a lot for kegs, though.
Yeah, we're doing like 2-3 batches a week in the summer. So
Nice.
yeah, we do some. We have a few distributors that take it around, but a lot of that's our cafes.
Cool.
This is our production line. We got the Savda precision fill bagger that's very fast, very efficient, very accurate. And then we found pretty much the best nitrogen vacuum seal with nitrogen backflushing system that we could find.
What's that? PAC? Packaging Aids?
I have no idea.
Cool. But it's the best one.
It's the best one we could find. Yeah,
Nice.
just like 6 nozzles. It's very fast. And we've opened our bags 6 months later, and once it's opened, it degrades quickly, but it tastes really good still.
Cool. So you're nitro flushing everything, all
Mhm.
whole bean?
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I see a lot of roasters not using nitro flush, and I'm like, that's
It's really important. I
yeah.
think.
Have you
So-
done kind of like A/B testing or like
Yeah.
side by side?
Yeah, like with light roasting coffee, as an industry we need to push out the freshness concept a little further, and like just stored in a bag 1 month is like when it's really starting to be the best, I think. But the nitrogen flushing definitely extends that by a couple more months.
Cool. And you have one line. How many people are working on the line kind of at any given time?
This is would be 3 people operating this at once. Someone filling, someone sealing, and then fulfillment and carting, because we use these instead of labels. These go around the bag, so it's a little
Nice.
more in depth. We
Yeah,
got-
a little more manual power.
Yep, but
Makes it look real nice.
more tactile.
Totally.
Nicer than stickers.
Yeah.
Over here we have all our coffee that's going to be bagged tomorrow. That was roasted today. There's a lot that they have to do. But
Nice. How much are you roasting every like day or week? Do you have some days that are heavier roast days than others?
Yep. So we operate the roaster 3 days a week, and then day 4 would be an overflow day on bigger weeks. But pretty much one operator working an 8-hour shift, putting out between 20 and 25 batches a day. And with this and then our offsite roaster, we're putting out 4,500 to 5,000 pounds a week on average.
Nice.
And
And
then-
how do you decide what coffees get roasted on this machine? This is what, Diedrich?
Yep. Yeah,
35.
in the front.
How do you decide
50
which?
kilo.
50 kilo? Nice.
This is, well, honestly, price point of the coffee is how we decide that.
The
But
smaller machine gets the
more expensive
coffees
coffees,
because
yeah.
you're doing less volume.
Less volume and just a little more control and like less waste and profiling. on the
What is
smaller machine.
that machine?
It's a 10-pound San Franciscan.
Nice. Why do you have them in 2 different locations? Not
Not
enough
my
space.
choice. Not my choice.
Yeah.
I would move it here if I could, but
Yeah. Oh, very
I
cool.
use locations in Cropster for my purchased coffee that's not on site yet also. So I have like the Annex and all the Continental or Dupuy warehouses, and then just move coffee digitally when we receive it.
Yeah. Cool.
So as you can see,
Nice.
we have some coffee here
Coffee.
But we don't have a big space.
Yeah, it's
So
quite tight in here.
doing about 5,000 pounds a week, there's only a couple of weeks worth of coffee in this space. So we get 3 to 4 pallets delivered almost every week.
Yikes. Is it always the same day of the week? Do you have like a protocol or a like cadence that you're used to at this point, or?
Yeah, I mean, LTL shipping likes to be finicky, so
Whenever it comes.
whenever it shows up, it shows up.
Yeah. And are you doing mostly single origins, blends, a combination?
We do 2 blends for like our main espresso blend and then a wholesale offering as our biggest volumes, but we constantly have between 10 and 20 unique coffees on our menu at any time.
Oh wow, that's a big big offer list.
Yeah, so lots of single origins to keep track of, but
How
by
do you
volume blends are 2 blends are bigger.
Got you. And how do you decide what like single origins to bring in and put on your menu?
Well, we have this problem that we buy what we wanted, what we want, and then we figure out how to sell it.
Yeah.
But we're always trying to like think of the menu or the offering list conceptually, like one into the other as a runway. And so like we have the sweet chocolatey coffees that are going to make like entry level specialty coffee drinkers really happy, and then we have the lively floral geishas on that list too. So we're always trying to keep that in mind, and then we're always exploring creative fermentations or anaerobic offerings from different places. So it's like we might have 5 Colombian coffees on offer, but they're all going to be quite different.
Yeah. You have a couple of cafes, so where does most of your coffee go or get drunk? Cafes, bags?
In cafes, but they do sell a lot of whole bean off their shelves too. So through online and whole bean sales in the stores, I think most of our coffee is consumed at home. We're ramping up our online education a lot.
Cool.
So we're gonna soon we're gonna have what we're calling, at least conceptually calling, the Corvus Academy, where you can watch videos and understand like what we mean and how we talk about dialing coffee and what grind size to
Very
shoot
cool.
for and stuff
Kind of
like
like brew guides and
Yeah.
other educational materials. Cool. And how many people do you have working in the warehouse? Because it is quite a small space, but
Yeah,
I mean, it seems
so-
like there's plenty hands on deck.
3 people on the production line, and maybe an additional person doing online fulfillment, and 1 person roasting. Yeah, that's like the full floor. But we can trade out, and in Q4 in the busy season, we'll have a few more hands on deck. In Colorado, it's always been people drink more coffee in the winter, which makes sense. It's colder, but just the online sales through the holidays is always nice and fun.
Yeah. Cool. How do you have a protocol for translating coffees from the like sample roast to production roast?
Don't be fooled. There isn't any machine that you can actually do that with accurately. So
I agree.
it is all sensory based, and the sample roast should give you an idea of what flavors are in the coffee, and then you need to conceptualize that to how your roaster performs and what you can do with the roaster and express the flavors that are in the coffee. So it's trial and error,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of educated guessing with experience.
How many people on your team are like roasters?
The 3 of us. This is Steven and Joe.
Roasting team.
Yeah, these are the roasters.
Very cool. How do you decide who gets to roast each day, or do you have favorite coffees?
Yeah, Steven, how did we decide that?
Draw straws.
Well, Joe operates in here. Steven does the roasting in the Littleton store on the 10-pound San Franciscan.
And
I'll
you
fill
fill
in
in.
with vacations as needed.
Yeah. Very cool. So you said you roast like 4 days a week?
3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days.
Depending on need.
Yeah. So is that like Monday through Thursday, and then Friday is like an admin cleaning day, or?
Yeah. Fridays clean up, cuppings. We try to do more like staff training cuppings and triangulations and fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
On Fridays.
Nice. Do you do like production cuppings every day, every week? How does the QC run?
We'll do production cupping as needed if there's an error or we're testing something new day after roasting before we package it. Like if we if something doesn't hit profile, we'll set it aside, cup it the next day, see if it's good or not, or see if we can use it in some way. Our regular QC cuppings happen on Thursdays after we're done roasting. But again, if something didn't pass in the moment, it was set aside.
Yeah.
And so that's just more like curve evaluation, things we were working on. We'll cup everything we did.
Yeah.
And then, on Fridays, there'll be more purchasing cuppings from the sample roaster or trainings and that kind of stuff.
Nice. I didn't ask this about blends, but do you do pre-roast or post-roast blends?
Diedrichs are good at doing the pre-roast blending.
Nice.
So they're good at somehow roasting all the different beans to a good medium level, like together, kind of blending those profiles. But we do post-roast blending also, just depending on the need. On some of our seasonal blends, like some things just don't roast as well together, so we will do it. But we try to build the blends to be good in the machine with pre-blending. So
nice. Do you have a green buying philosophy or a roasting philosophy that Corvus is kind of sticking to all the time?
The buying philosophy is relationship driven by far. So like some of our longest standing relationships now are going on 15 years.
Wow, yeah.
Because Corvus was founded in 2010. Phil was introduced to some of those farmers like really early on, and that's really cool. And we've grown with them, so it's fun to grow Corvus, which also means like growing the amount we can buy from specific farmers. Because we're not tiny, but like our farmers produce a lot more coffee than we can even buy.
Yeah,
so we're always trying to buy more from our farmers, which is cool, and not try to find new farms as much. Roasting philosophy is, I guess it's where we do omni roasts, if you believe in that or not. So I don't do like different espresso or filter blends or different roasts for those. So we try to find like the sweet spot in the light to medium range that expresses all the flavors we want in the coffee, has nice body and sweetness and good texture, and keeps the delicate nuance that the coffee had to begin with.
Amazing. Tell me about the freezer.
So
this is special.
We started freezing coffee within the last year. Basically, we kind of got ahead of ourselves and we bought more. It wasn't a reaction, but I've been buying a lot of geisha coffees and really high-end stuff, and decided to change packaging in the middle of having that on inventory. So I decided to start the freezer program that we've been talking about doing, and this is letting us release it really on our own schedule and not have to worry about the shelf life of the green coffee itself as much.
Yeah.
But we can go look at it.
Yeah.
It's got -10 in here.
Ooh, it feels so nice. Wow.
So yeah, we have things like repackaged into single or couple roasts at a time, so we can take it out, defrost it, and use it within a couple weeks. Because once it's frozen, it doesn't last as long when you take it out.
Yeah. How did you learn about freezing coffee?
I read a lot of things online, and then just
figured out what
figured
worked.
it out. Yeah, and we've been doing some tests.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to start trying to freeze some roasted coffee.
Ah.
See how that goes.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, as you can see, we have quite a few things in here.
Yeah, this is.
We now have packaging for everything in here, which is really nice. Now we just need to work through the volume.
Figure out when to release.
Yeah, when to release it and how much.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thanks. This is
Cafe Granja, La Esperanza.
How did they know? I've been to that farm. I've seen those trees.
Yeah.
Immaculata, of course, Gesha Village.
So.
All the hitters.
And yeah, like as you tasted, the coffee doesn't really age once you put it in the freezer. So it really does work.
Yeah.
Keeps its shelf life going. And yeah.
Very cool. Show me the lab. What do you do?
This is our quality control lab and training lab and sometimes break room. So
Nice.
everything kind of happens on top in here. But this is where we cup all our quality control. We actually just had 2 days of wholesale training on our Lent Escasso espresso machine. But we do all our own barista training, cuppings, and basically this is in use 3-4 days a week.
Nice. How many like baristas do you have training each month?
So yeah, within the first month of hiring a barista, they come to the lab for a minimum of 4 days to do kind of like onboarding training, which includes like seed to cup and cupping and dialing pour overs and that kind of stuff. And then they go back to cafe, and then they come back a couple weeks later and do bar training and espresso dialing, hospitality.
Cool. That's nice.
And then every month we're doing staff cuppings. So they're coming back for that. And then we also have some more higher level training with our store coaches and managers. They come here frequently. So
cool. And this is this your like production?
yeah, that's our production samples to get through this week.
Nice. And you said you pull if something is like off spec or if you're trying out new roasts or
yeah, if it's a test roast or something didn't go right at the roaster unexpectedly, or you turn the burner off accidentally, things like that. We'll set that aside immediately so it doesn't go through production and cup it, see what we can do with it. Cool. See if we can salvage it in some way.
Yeah. And how much of your time do you spend in here? What's your official title? Unofficial title.
Head roaster green coffee buyer is my official title.
So you spend most of your time in this room?
In my office and in this room.
Thank you so much for the tour.
Yeah, of course.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more coffee and coffee roasting content, and we'll see you back next time. Bye.
See ya.
Cheers.